Amigos, amigas, friends, my friends, everybody. You know who this is? Of course, this is Thunder Rosa. And I want to introduce to all of you guys, all of you, this absolutely amazing channel. This is the Dre 41 Gaming channel. And if you haven't seen this, guys, you are watching Dre 41.
For real. They would have bagged me like, yo, why are you selling all this? I gotta buy wrestling games. That's why. I gotta buy wrestling games. These joints gets expensive. It ain't no joke out in these streets. It's real out here. There went my monetization. Facts. The baby for Def Jam. Oh, and the baby can shoot you after he wins. Like he rushed him in Walmart. I'm lying. Let me stop. Let me be quiet. I'm so tired of 2K games that I can't wait to play ultra violent wrestling code game. Yo, for real. Like, and I told a Gat Dog, man, from the jump, when I first seen his stuff that he posted on Twitter, I was just like, yo, I gotta hit you. Like, yo, we gotta talk about this game, man. Ultra violence, yo, is like something that we have not gotten as a community in years, yo. And it's like, we need a game like that. We need one of those backyard hardcore deathmatch kind of wrestling games that have the barbed wire matches. Like, we need stuff like that. And it definitely gives flavor to the community, man, because I'm telling you, yo, like, if I was stuck just having to play these 2K games and I was missing out on games like this or Wrestle Kingdom or Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, I would go nuts. And I would think that wrestling games are just trash because I don't have access to what I have access to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a retro gamer myself. When I play PlayStation 2, GameCube, many more, it brings back childhood memories. Facts, yo. Like, I still got my Nintendo 64 plugged in. I'm about to bang out some episodes of Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 in a couple days. Have you ever heard of an online wrestling game on PlayStation 2? It came out 2004. Yes, actually, who was trying to sell it on? My boy was trying to sell it on Twitter. My boy was. Hold on. Ken, what was homie's name? EOW? EOW on Twitter. He was selling that game. But I didn't want to buy it because I already seen it and I'm not really interested in that. I'm not one of those collectors who will want to get a game and not play it. I can't do that. I wanna be able to play it, but that game is like a SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain or Shut Your Mouth kind of deal. I'm okay with that. I'm not really interested in it. But yes, the online wrestling game, yes. EJ. His name is EOW. So yeah, he made a post on that on Twitter. So if that's something that you're looking for, he's selling it. I always wanted a deathmatch game, and I never thought that I would see that game in my life, right? Like, you would have to go back to, honestly, Anarchy Rules. That was really the only option we had because they had the barbed wire, they had the dumpster, they had the tables match, they had the Inferno Brimstone. But, if you're an avid collector, there's this game called The Pro Wrestler 2, and it's for PlayStation 1, and they have an electrified barbed wire match. They have a brimstone match. They have a concrete ring match. Crazy. Crazy. If you haven't seen it, it's called The Pro Wrestling 2. It's actually on my channel. I did a full walkthrough unlocking everybody in that game. It's basically SmackDown. It's basically SmackDown 2, but just Japanese wrestlers in it, and it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Yo, Dre, later, my guy. I gotta work in the AMI event. Have a good night, Joe. I've seen your videos on that, and dude, I wish I could get that game. That game is difficult as hell to get. I was trying to find that game for the better part of a year before I was able to find it on eBay. That game is one of those joints where it's like super difficult to find. Super difficult to find. So if you could find it, great. If you can't, then man, I don't know what to say. Mm. Same thing. I think the other one that I want to get and play is the is it All Japan Women's Wrestling? AJPW wrestling game. It's a PlayStation 1 joint. And I definitely want to get that one. The Acclaim games would have been better if the controls gotten better. Okay, see, here's the thing. We're gonna have to argue. we gonna have to argue. Irish. Alright. I would have to say that the Acclaim wrestling games were not as bad as what people say, right? You gotta remember back in that day, majority of like combat games had control inputs to do moves. You didn't really see anything that had single buttons for moves. And I'm lying because Power Move Pro Wrestling had one button wrestling moves. But that was a Japanese wrestling game. So don't do that. Don't do that, Ken. The Acclaimed games, I appreciated those, and they actually got easier as the more they made. For example, Warzone inputs were crazy; they were ridiculous. Attitude got a little bit easier. ECW Hardcore Revolution got a little bit easier, and then Anarchy Rules they super simplified it, so it actually did get better over time. You just had to really, play those games for what they were at the time. I'm still trying to find the pro wrestling, which is basically SmackDown. Yeah, it is, Tim. It's difficult to find, Joe. You got to turn on your notifications for eBay when you find stuff like that. Like, I got mine super cheap, like $15, and it was the brand new $15. Great game. You were still putting in contra codes to pull off. No, not real talk. Do a super kick was like forward and square. For Anarchy Rules. Forward and square. Super easy. Like, I would say as far as wrestling games go, pick up and play wise, Anarchy Rules was easy to play. Now, the matches they put you in when you try to beat the game is bull. I ain't gonna lie, that one is terrible. That Anarchy Rules and Hardcore Revolution was two games I never beat because you had to beat the game multiple times. Attitude, wow, awesome bomb for the pin. For the ECW games, they really made you go through and play those games multiple times. I'm not doing that. Attitude, you can play it one time on hard and beat the game and unlock everybody. So it's like, why would I, you know what I'm saying? Why would I sit there and go through that with multiple people? Now, if it was a situation where it was a lot shorter, cool, but they put you in nonsense matches, and I'm not cool with that. I remember playing Warzone on PS2, and I agree the controls are crazy, but I knew what the control, I was, yeah, you knew what the controls were at the time. You got used to them. Now we've been babied throughout the years, and it was one button to do this, just up and O, left and O, right and O. You feel me? And it's you were just used to it. You were good with it, and it wasn't even a problem. So it's if we were to give you a game now where it was like that, you'd be like, yo, I can't do this, bro. This joint crazy. I don't even like it. But it's yo, you got to realize that's what we had at the time. That's what we had. So it was just you got to run with it. It ain't even nothing else we can do. You feel me? But that's just how I feel, honestly. I don't mind having to put in button controls as long as the game is fun. I'll poly with it. I don't even I can't complain about it because it's for me, I played through them and I enjoyed it. Hell, I got a walkthrough of WWF Attitude right now on my channel. So it's I don't stress. I'm so serious. I really do not stress. So, it's it just all depends on what you used to, what you like, things like that. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me see. And enjoy the convo. There we go. Boom. I had to tweet out the live stream. I'm not good at promoting anything on my YouTube channel. Really not. No need to argue with you, my friend. When I play Legends of Wrestling, yo, Irish, Legends of Wrestling, okay. Alright. So I remember when I said the thing about the acclaimed games, controls getting better and better. I forgot about Legends of Wrestling. Thank you for reminding me. They definitely shit the bed when it came to Legends of Wrestling, as far as controls go. I don't know what happened or what crack they were smoking, but I'm gonna keep it 100. That game was, I wish it was better, yo. Because having like a game full of legends was cool, even though the movesets were super inaccurate. Super inaccurate. I mean, horribly inaccurate. But, you know, whatever. Legends was a cool game. I don't care what the controls are at this point. I just want a fun game. Yo, controls are important. Controls are important, my guy. Yeah, but you turn on your notifications on Amazon, eBay, and if you're lucky, Facebook. But don't stay on the blue app too long. Fact. Shoot, go on. Oh, what's the other? Oh my goodness. Go on Klarna. Go on Craigslist. Go on all the websites you can find. Because I'm telling you, some of these games are difficult, bro. Like, I could buy Def Jam Fight for New York right now, but I don't feel like paying $150 or $60 for it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like I really want the game, but do I really want to spend that much on it though? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that game is super expensive, bro. Like, they try to get you with those Def Jam games, bro. Like, I don't know who told them that we love that game, but we need to all stop like wanting to play it so I can get it for a cheaper price. For real. Oh, the yellow and gold guy. Oh goodness. I had all 3 Legends of wrestling games, but I hated it and I wanted better. And they cheaped us out on the Legends and all the games. Giant Haystacks was the only European version. Oh, that's true. But then, I mean, honestly, region locked characters in video games is kind of dumb, but I get why they do it. And it's to get the people in that, you know, that region to want to get the game. So I get it. But at the same time, let us use them too. Like, why not? You feel me? Like, it's not like somebody in America is going to say, oh, they got haystacks in here. I'm not buying this. Like, come on now. Cut it up. Legends of Wrestling had potential. I agree. Legends of Wrestling movesets were inaccurate, and they never had any women. Facts. They never had any women. None. And that's the thing that's very bothersome, is that they never had women in those damn games. Yo, what's up, awesome? Oh man, but yo, it's crazy, bro. Like when I was playing Legends of Wrestling, I forget which one, but it's the one where you got to go through territories. It was all right, but the controls were so like delayed. Like I don't even know. Then they made it. Oh man, but yeah, though, man. I like I said, my favorite wrestling game outside of WWE, if I had to do 3, it'd have to be Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. Ooh, Wrestle Kingdom 1. Damn. But see, Wrestle Kingdom 2 has Hayabusa in it. A person impersonating Hayabusa, because that's, to me, as a Hayabusa fan, that's kind of not Hayabusa, but it's fine. So Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, Wrestle Kingdom 1, and I would have to say The Pro Wrestler 2, just because, you know, it's a crazy game. What upcoming wrestling games do you think will have the best creation suite? Tim, you know you can't ask me that. you know you can't ask me that. No, you can't ask me that. You can't. No, don't even try that, Tim. Don't do that. Don't try that. Don't try that. See, I see what you're trying to do. I was about to fall for it, but I'm not. We're gonna put it out there. You ain't about to get me yelled at. They could have put Sherry Martel, Luna Vachon, Missy Hyatt, Jacqueline, Dark Journey, Medusa, Joshi Stars. That's true. That's true. Yeah, Tim, you did try. You tried it. Because I was about to be like, yo, nah, it ain't. You almost got it there. You almost caught me. Yeah, you almost caught me when I just woke up. It's fine. We ain't gonna worry about it though. Do you think the bra and panties will ever come back to any wrestling game? If you want to get the developers canceled, by all, sure. Damn, Shining Wizard to the back of the dome? Oh yeah, I love in this one you can do Shining Wizard from everywhere. Oh god, Shining Wizard. There we go, get him up out of here. Yo, Muda is one of my favorites, yo. Muda is one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers. Or wrestlers. Point blank period, man. He was that guy. WrestleMania 21 on the Xbox was so slow and buggy. I played it once and it wasn't really well executed. True. Bra and panties I wish never ever comes back to any wrestling game. I don't think a majority of women, like if it was like some weirdo who just made it and it wasn't no official women in it, but it's like you gotta think WWE is not the same WWE from back in the early 2000s. They're not gonna have none of their female superstars in a bra and panties match. Like, you know how much of an uproar that would cause? Do you know how pissed off people would get? Like, that will piss people off. He needs to fight the god. Taka's not in here, man. Taka ain't in this game, yo. Shoot, I think, do they have no, they got round robin, I think, in Wrestle Kingdom 2. I think in Wrestle Kingdom 2 they have a round robin tournament, like a G1 sort of game, which is cool. They would be so triggered, yo. Imagine it, yo, when you have a wrestling game that has bra and panties in it, bruh, and it's like, oh, I could tell y'all some stories, but I'm not. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Yo, I'm gonna say this. Shout outs to the people who said, never mind, I'm not, no, I can't. No, I'm gonna get spicy, it's fine. Shout out to the people who sat there and tried to play down the wrestling code when they were asked to be in the game. Shout outs to y'all weirdos, because y'all gonna be tight when y'all see that game come out. Y'all gonna be tight. Like, I'm not gonna talk about who turned it down, but y'all wrestlers that's never gonna see this video. Y'all. And y'all know who y'all are. Y'all funny. Y'all funny money. Cause from the way I see it, y'all could definitely use some exposure to be in a wrestling game. And for y'all to sit there and feel like either, ooh, man, I'm about to get spicy. For the people who thought just because they had because they had some gold or they thought they was popping, when it's like, to be honest, you're not that popping until you're in a wrestling game. Factor. You're not, because it's like, think about it. That exposure right there is going to be people who don't see you on the pay-per-views that you got to buy to see you wrestle, because y'all not on TV. You feel me? Like, but I'm gonna be quiet though. Some people just like wrestling on these on Fight TV with a couple of buys or YouTube. So it's fine. It's fine. You feel me? Like, people don't want good exposure. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so spicy. Let me shut up, because I'm gonna end up saying somebody's name. I'm gonna end up saying somebody's name. So I'm gonna be quiet. Oh my goodness. Ooh, boy. If we're talking Japanese wrestlers, my favorite are Hayabusa, Great Muta, Taka, Onita are just some of my favorite. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Masawa and Kenta, the reason why they're not on there is because like they're two of the greatest. You feel me? Like, Masawa's probably the Michael Jordan of wrestling in Japan. To be completely honest. Or up there. He might be, yeah, he might be. He's Jordan, and I want to say Hiroshi Tanahashi is like the LeBron James. You feel me? But yeah, man, it's like certain people wasn't in the wrestling code, and I'm just like, what? Like, y'all weird, bro. Like some of these wrestlers like are, what's the word I'm looking for? some of them feel a type of way about wrestling because maybe how their career went or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, they feel some type of way, so they don't want to be in the game. Like there's this one wrestler who I want to be in the game so bad. There's a couple. There's a handful, less than a handful. I'm not gonna. I might say their name. No, I'm not gonna say their names because the devs know. The devs know who I personally would like in the game, so I'm not even gonna get on that. But it's like there are certain wrestlers that I wanted to. There's this one wrestler that I felt like should be in the game, based on some of the people on the roster, and to hear that, man, bruh. I mean, you can't get everybody you want, so it is what it is. Some are divas. Excuse me? What is the best Japanese wrestling game to buy on the hunt for some? Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 for a Nintendo 64. Now it's a Japanese case. All you do is unscrew the back of the case, put an American N64 case on the back of Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, and you're able to play it on a Japanese, on an American N64. So Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. I would say Wrestle Kingdom 1 and 2 on PlayStation 2. You would have to buy a Japanese PlayStation, which is cheap for the most part if you could find it. I paid $80 for it. Another Japanese wrestling game. I mean, those three are honestly good, but you can also do King of Colosseum 2. King of Colosseum 2 is definitely good. Yes, Ken, they act like divas. Real talk. Oh my God, yo, like, if I took, like, bro, I wish, like, and I can't because it's like, you know, you got to keep your professionalism. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really put nobody out there because the last thing you want is for people, like, to tweet at the people and say, like, yo, you think you know what I'm saying? Like, belittle somebody because they don't. But it's like, yo, you got to think about it. If somebody's, like, the only way you're going to be on a wrestling game, or, you know what I'm saying, like, for any other wrestling game, is if, and I mean, AEW, you know what I'm saying? But even then, the roster is going to be small. WWE, what's the chances of that when they don't put everybody in their games, and a lot of the times their rosters are completely outdated. You probably got to wait 2 years before even being on it, if you're even signed to WWE. And then you got this upstart developer, right, who's gonna have this game on Unreal Engine 5, right? And I've seen how the game looks. Like I seen it. I seen the characters. I seen how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to see yourself immortalized, and you think you too nice to be in it? Like, seriously? You think you too nice? Like, come on, bro. Like, you, wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I can't believe people are playing down wrestling code. From what I've seen so far, 1,000% on board in this game, and can't wait till it's released. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's okay for people to have doubts. You feel me? Because it's like, it's something that you haven't seen before. Like, when was the last time you seen an independent wrestling game? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't see that. And I understand people's hesitation to get behind it. I can understand it. But it's like, as a performer, it's like, yo, you're getting your name out there to people who don't know you exist in wrestling. For you to even sit there and feel like you can downplay the game when we got Kurt Angle, we got RVD, we got some legends in the game. I'm not even going to talk about who because, we got some legends in the game that y'all don't even know about. Y'all don't even, like, bruh, they weren't even announced yet. And I already did their gear. Legends. Stop playing like, yo, people are dumb. People are dumb. Like, they are crazy. It could be the AEW game, but I'm going to go back to fighting 2K right now. I mean, yo, Jordan, what's up, yo? But nah, yo, like, for real, though, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, though, I'm ready to see how people react to what we have. I'm so ready for that. And I think that people are going to be really, really interested and really intrigued once they see it. Because it's like, yo, damn, I really wish I could say, like, I'm going to get with the devs eventually. What's the ballpark number on that roster count? For what, this game or the wrestling code? I wish Fire Pro would go 3D. No, Fire Pro did go 3D and it wasn't good. Or there kind of was a 3D sort of thing. Not too much, bro. Do you remember me? We used to have a combo. Oh, Spring One! I remember you! Yeah, I remember your gamer tag. Yeah, okay. Oh, Wrestling Code. How many? Wait a minute, hold on. let me go on SmackDown Hotel to see who's been announced on the Wrestling Code. Hold on. Wrestling Code roster. All right, let me see the full list. All right, so Wrestling Code. Okay, so currently on SmackDown Hotel, they show 137 wrestlers on there. Okay, so 137 wrestlers have been announced. I'm not going to give you a number. Oh, you know that Ken Shamrock has been announced? Yeah, Ken Shamrock has been announced, yeah. But we got some folks, don't worry. Who? Shoot. Oh, do y'all know that we got Solo? We got Solo in the game. Sifa Fatu. He's on NXT. We got him. I love it. All right, so they have 137 that has been announced on SmackDownHotel.com. I can sit there and tell you that 137 is a low number. All right, so all right, that is me in the chat. All right, what's up, my guy? Could you imagine if the dog collar stretcher strap and ambulance appears in a video game? That would be hard. Mickie James is not in the game on WWE. Yes, she is. Mickie James is in 2K22. But yeah, basically the number of the they have 137 something already announced. That's I'll say this. When the finished product is done, it'll be up there. It'll be up there. I hope more people get announced soon for the Wrestling Code. There will be a lot of people being announced for the Wrestling Code. There will be more people. There will definitely be more people announced for the Wrestling Code, man. I just get, my whole thing is honestly just getting through the whole design process, and making sure that everybody has good attires. Their tattoos are on point, or as on point as they can be. Some of them, have tattoos that are like for an example, Enzo has some tattoos that are like the Hooters logo and the Jordan logo and things like that. So yeah, some of those have to be modified, but the tattoos, I'm gonna make sure the tattoos are as close as they can be to their actual counterpart tattoos. So that's that. So 2023 release. I think they already announced that they plan on releasing the game next year. So yeah, I hope their moves are on point in the Wrestling Code. Dog, they do mocap. No need to worry. They got mocap, so they get a lot of moves in, a lot. I've been itching lately for some Wrestling Code news. 2K has me bored now. You'll get some news soon, man. Cause the devs are busy, bro. Like they go on these trips to get this mocap done. They do, yo. It's just like some of the problems, like with some of the wrestlers, like they don't do their own mocap. You feel me? So it's just like you got to work around that. You feel me? Like you got to get people who can easily perform their moves and stuff like that. So that's something that you got to pay attention to when handling these games. And that's another thing that I pay attention to, man, that you don't think about when initially getting into this. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not programming or nothing like that, but no, Ken, 137 isn't enough. Shoot, it is not a yo. You know how many great wrestlers that there are on the indies, or wrestlers who haven't been in wrestling games in years? You feel me? Like, look at the people who they announced already. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, when was the last time they were in video games? Some of them. You feel me? James Storm is not in the game. What you mean? Which game? James Storm isn't. I don't think. Where does James Storm even wrestle? Where does James Storm wrestle? Like, I don't even know where he wrestles at. Is he in NWA? Like, where is he at? Where I don't know. Dre, I actually saw the Hardys make their debut in AEW. Oh, that's cool. That's what's up. Shoot. That's what's up. Let the creators do the rest. Nah, don't let the creators do the rest. I would say, honestly, I don't mind having a game where it's like you don't have to create certain people. I like that, honestly. Like, for me,
Biore charcoal cleansers suck out 2 times more dirt, oil, and impurities. Biore, free your pores.
that'd be fine because I could just enjoy playing the game. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and then people say, like, you know, like my boy Tim was asking about, you know, call mode or creation suite. And it's like, if you think I'm helping with the game, there's going to be a creation suite. Like, there's going to be a call mode. You know what I'm saying? You already know I'm in their ear. And I'm like, bruh, listen, this is what we need, okay? Like, you know, when the final product is done, yo, it's going to be crazy. He's in NWA? Why haven't I seen him on their show? Like, is he on, like, oh, damn, 96? That's crazy. Why isn't he wrestling? Like, what's going on? He's injured or something? Because I have not seen